Stop trying to change people is definitely not an easy thing to do, especially for wholehearted, right? Somebody who cares so much, who loves so much. So then on the downsides of that, because we care for people so much, sometimes we want to take responsibility and we want people to change. We want to change people. But in that, as you already experienced, otherwise you wouldn't be watching these videos, there are a lot of unnecessary conflict, frictions, and pain between you and that person, and ultimately within yourself. So in this video, I am going to share with you a few keys that I've discovered for myself, and also I share with as many people over the years that I feel is helpful, and hopefully that's going to give you some new perspective to shift your need of trying to change people. So first thing first, my friend, is you cannot change people, period. As much as we like people to change around us, the fact of the nature is that you cannot change people or you cannot change life. So with that understanding, come to acceptance that you cannot. And I don't use the word cannot a lot, and I say cannot in this sense because it is a simple truth of life. You cannot change people. You could change you could do whatever you want. At the end of the day, the people that you love, the people that you don't love, they're going to end up doing whatever they want to do anyway. And sometimes, if what they want lined up with what you want, then that's where things flow. But conflict happen is when they do what they want, but not lined up with what you want, so that's caused the conflict. So then within you feel the need of changing them. And this happen a lot in friendship, in intimate relationship, even business partner, in mother, in parenting dynamic, especially if you in a power position in the dynamics, you will have a tendency that you want to change people. And as you witness life, and hopefully by now, this is a reminder that you already know that you cannot change people. So in that take to key number 2, my friend, is ask yourself the question, why do I have the need of changing people? So I'm asking you, why do you feel the need of changing other people? And a lot of time, chances are there's some unresolved stuff within you. So you want to project your own stuff on other people. And my invitation for you to dig deeper. Dig deeper within yourself to try to understand. Do your own reflection. Ask for help. Talk to a therapist. Talk to a coach. Have somebody outside of you to dig deeper. Why am I having this behavior? And this is a basic complex. Let's say for an example, it's very easy for me, somebody who didn't get a chance to go to the Olympic, and that was a big dream of mine, right? And I still carry so much pain, and I never resolve any of those emotional um, respond or reaction toward that event. So my body's holding on to it. And one day I have children. And because I was in so much pain of not pursuing my Olympic dream, so then I want to push my child to be an Olympian. So then therefore I project what I want onto my child or somebody that I love who may not even necessarily want to go to the Olympic in the first place. And this is an example of when we not dealing with our stuff, we start to love people the way that we want, not the way that that person need. So because the fact that I have stuff within myself, I haven't dealt with my own stuff, I have the need, right, to be an Olympian. And because I didn't get to fulfill that dream, I never dealt with it. So therefore that pain is going to come on out in that. And because of that, it's called frictions of my kid doesn't want to go to the Olympic, but then I do. So can you imagine the stress? So use that example and reflect that in your own life, in your work. If you have a staff who love marketing, but then you are placing that person on not marketing, but on programming, then because you see the potential in that person, even though it's our best intentions, there's going to be a constant conflict in this. So my key point number 2 is ask why you're doing it, because chances are if you are trying to change people, that's part of you. There's part of you that need to be healed, and there's part of you that feel that not in control, so you want to project the control over trying to control somebody else. So that's my common sense take on it. On the second piece, when you try to change people, so then put a stop to it. One of the things I said earlier is that at the end of the day, The people that you love or don't love, they're going to end up doing whatever the heck they want at the end of the day. So instead of focus on what they want, right? Instead of focus so much on changing people, why not focus back on you? What do you actually want? And, Wayne Dyer, I love this when he said, ask yourself, what do you really, really, really want? What do you really, really, really want in this? And then you can bring that energy back to yourself, which is key number 4, is to focus that energy back to you, my friend. Change you instead of trying to change people. So all of this has come back to the inner work. And I know you in my community, you are wholehearted, you somebody who care. Acknowledge yourself that you are someone who care, who loves. So then step into that version of yourself who love and love people around you the way that they need, not the way that you want. And if you want people to change, I believe the best place to come from is to create space and allow people to want to come in and want to change for themselves. We cannot make people changing. We cannot force people. We cannot control people. Sometimes we feel that we have the illusion that we can, but so let me be the devil advocate and tell you the truth that you cannot. And if you try, you only set yourself up to lose, not to win. And I want you to win in life. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel fulfilled within yourself. And in that, to wrap this up, my friend, stop trying to change people by practicing these 4 keys that I just shared with you. Thank you so much for being in my world. I appreciate you being here. If you like this video, click on like. Please feel free to share. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and then set on notification, and we'll let you know when the next video will come out at my AM. For now, love you exactly for who you are, accept you for who you are as is, and accept other as is. Okay? Aloha.